No, 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 no. Oh yes, oh no. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. Oh, no, no, yes, no, maybe so. That's right, yes, left, right. Up, down. Click. Doo 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 doo. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Yeah, it's very cold. Very cold. Not a lot of ice, though. I didn't get a lot of ice. Not really. I prefer it cold than hot. I'll give you that. I'd rather it not be blisteringly cold, but I prefer cold than heat. Can Grizzlebrand actually be your commander? Huh. I wonder why I've never seen that. You just, like, don't want to ramp. I guess it's like casting Ujin. Yeah, I guess it's like casting Ujin. Okay. It's like Ujin, except you don't win instantly. Like, you just play all the mana rocks. Yeah, it's like, well, Valgavoth doesn't actually do anything. Grizzlebrand, it does. Can you actually play this? Hold on. Have I not done that? No, 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 no. Do 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 do. Oh, I did. I did. I did. I did. It was going to Japan. What are you, a weeb? What is this weebery? None of that here. I had Nazgul's, Mana Rocks, Funny Artifacts, Davriel, Tutors. But how did I win? Please tell me there's a video. Oh, there is. Alright. See if I can't mute this right away. Listen to myself yap.
Okay.
Oh, this is back when I had a camera.
Grizzlebrand.
And my hair was so small.
Probably better.
Oh, it was so beautiful.
I'm going to.
Oh, it plays against Keenan?
Maybe.
What else did I see?
Braids. Right. Artifact creature.
Braids, I guess?
What is that? Goat bear with the resub.
Oh, this is back when I had the headband, too.
That. Thank you, thank you.
I had the Bluetooth headband.
It says bees.
I could silence the voices. Derevi.
I didn't draw a swamp.
Okay. Well, I didn't expect that, but apparently Grizzlebrand is like bracket 5, according to the games I played when I played it a year ago. I don't think it's changed. I'm a bit surprised, though. I don't ever see it when I play bracket 5. Well, I mean, when you're playing against Keenan, you don't really have time to play Grizzlebrand. It's probably only gotten worse. I don't understand how come I see Rofellos all the time. I wish I didn't. Rofellos feels like it should be just bracket 5 all the time. I don't know why I see Rofellos, like just playing Rofellos myself is pretty good. Oh, you married a Japanese person? Huge. I wish I had a wife. I'm so lonely. Let's play Omnath. I've been seeing this more and more. I want to play it. You can't stop me. How do you do stuff, though? Let's see. It's like instead of casting a Tali, you've cast this. Now we must ask why. Land 5/5. This or another elemental dies. What are the sack outlets? Toph? Is that a combo? With Omnath? Oh, you can play Valakut too. You can play Valakut. How did I... No, I didn't play this. I didn't play it as a Valakut option. I did not do that. Discard a card if you do... What combo? I don't know what you're talking about. We're making stuff up again. You gotta get back on your medication. How do you sack lands? Wait. No. Sack elementals. Land... Oh, it gives you land creatures? What's the combo, though? Oop. Like your elementals are now lands? And then what? Oh, because they're lands, you keep doing it? Is that what you're talking about? It's like whenever a land enters, make a 5/5. Land adventures. Well, there's only 2, right? Oh. I lied. I tend to lie a lot. Whenever a land enters... Yeah, escape shift makes sense. Gives you land creatures with elementals. What am I... What's the combo? With search lands, you cycle them? Whenever you cast a spell, Earthbend 1. So you can animate a land. So you can animate a land, a fetch land, and then, like, sack the fetch land and get it back. That's kind of slow, isn't it? It's pretty slow. I don't know. I mean, Badger will make sense. And so does the other card. I've never... I have to type in Earthbend. God. Bossing Say. Badgies. Do I have a rare? I do. What is it? Earthbender's Ascension? Enters Earthbend 2. Search your library for land. Tap. Whenever a land you control enters. 4 more cost counters, but I can. Whenever land enters. Wait. Put a 1/1 counter on a creature you control and it gets trample. So the quest is kind of lame, but the other two, the top two are fine. Right? It's a Rampant Growth that's also an Earthbend. I don't know. I'm going to craft it. I'm just going to rip that Band-Aid off. I should have crafted it a while ago. Lands. So as few forests as possible. I don't think I'm playing Pinnacle Monk, although I've been seeing that more and more. This is an elemental. For some reason. I think I play Highland Forest. Wait. Maybe like... yeah, some of these. I'm going to play Into the North. I don't want tap fetch lands. I don't think I do. That seems kind of reckless. I also don't really need Command Tower. If it's not like a mountain, I really just don't need this. It could just be another mountain. It's not really a big deal to not play that. I'm only 2 colors. It's pretty easy to get double red. It's actually like extremely easy. I mean, I could play some of these just for my commander. I'm not a big fan of those. But with like Ice Till Explorer. Whoop. Whoop. Yeah, Gemstones is still stupid, I think. Well, we're gonna rip the Fabled Passage too. I think we can get away with stuff like that. I mean, you see them all over the place. I just consistently tell people don't play it. Still stand by that. You have a Maya? Yeah, it doesn't remove mountain. I love how many rampant growths there are. It makes me so happy. Oh, I love it. Suppose explosive vegetations are nice. Primeval Titan. Yeah, Scapies. I guess Hour of Parmesan. That's another cultivate. Omen Path hasn't been, like, that disappointing. The ones that sack lands are good, so like you. Because we can turn a forest into a mountain. I don't even know if I want Lightning Bolt. I actually don't even know. Maybe not. There's a chance that it's not right. Ice Till Explorer. Is it what? Is there that many cards with the... Really? Okay. Yeah, Haro doesn't enter tapped. So, Lumina. I guess Clifftop. I guess. Shh. Okay. Suppose it's a landfall deck. Is there a landfall populate? There isn't, right? Could I play Springheart? Oh, these elementals? Oh, they're not. Could you imagine? I certainly can. This actually sees play. This card is all over the place in the Pro Tour. The Pro Tour Lorwyn has Might Form Harmonizer everywhere. This makes elementals. Oh my goodness. You'd have to play this card though. But it does make elementals. I could play this one. It makes Tree Folk. Why not? I want bare minimum forests. So like something like that. Maybe like that. I want 44 lands, maybe 45. $44? I think 44. I want a lot of lands. Which makes Oracle interesting. I suppose I could kill someone with this. I guess Bristly Bill? It's usually like my turn 2. No, I think this is like not what I'm trying to do. I don't think I'm trying to do that. These are saplings, yeah. Coat of Arms, or like a tribal thing. We don't have Coat of Arms, but we have like the Mana Rock version. Oh yeah, Overlord. These are elementals? No, they're not. This makes non-tokens forests. So your elementals don't become lands or anything like that. It itself is an elemental. Oh, so is Lumra. So is Lumra. These are 5/5s? I mean, if you have Vaultborn Tyrant and you have Omnath and you're like haven't been stopped, I don't think that. I'm not super sold on that, actually. I don't think that's like you're obviously doing something that's going to win very quickly, so I don't want to be in like win more positions like that. I mean, Vaultborn on its own is okay. I don't think I have critical mass before I cast Omnath, so I don't really like Crater Oath Behemoth. Better than Ashling? Yep. It's not too difficult. It's not saying much. Mutavault is an elemental. You can, like... It doesn't... You can't earthbend it without still investing. Wait a minute. How does earthbend actually read? What if I read it for once? It does not gain a creature type, which would make sense because on Avatar they don't become elementals. You're just moving rocks. Kenrish transformation? Nah, interactions not. That's boring. I think I'm okay with exploration. Yeah, it would be bigger than a 2/2. But you have to invest mana to make it an elemental. For like Omnath to see it die or whatever. Because as just a naked earthbend, it doesn't actually have elemental. Does Nissa make elementals? The giant dumb one? It could also be my pseudo... No, it can't, because I don't have a lot of forests. Does it make elementals? It doesn't. Well, that's dumb. Blood Moon? Blood Moon? I mean, yeah, I can... I feel like Blood Moon, at this point, it's been so long that it should be obvious whether it's something you should play or not. I think it shuts down too much of my funny land stuff that I might not want it. Like, it does stop Valakut, I guess. Oh, I didn't add Scape Shift. Unless I did, and I don't remember. Fury? Really not many red cards, actually. Really very few red cards. I don't even know if Escape is right. That's a pretty slow card. Maybe no Fury. I don't know if I like Fury just as a 5-minute card. I don't think I do. Definitely not Endurance. What was it talking about? What was the card? Shoot. Oh yeah, Pock. Yeah, how can one forget? Oh, Scape Shift. It is in here. All right. Cavalier is an elemental. Oh, I like Cavalier. Right? Enters top 5. Land, graveyard, dies, exile it. I think everything I'm trying to do is found within Cavalier. Even though it's 5, that's fine. Cultivator Colossus. The heck is Vibrance? Oh, I don't have Vibrance, right? That's the one. Yeah, we were talking about that one. This is... I need this. I don't have it. Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh, no, why don't I have this? Somebody give it to me, please. Someone give me theirs. I need it. I need it. Can I get to it? Can I reasonably get to it? No. 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 11 packs for the next mythic. Guaranteed, at least. Man. Man. Oh. Oh, Horse with the super chat. Thank you. Alright. Well, that does it. We're burning. Actually, there's still no guarantee I get it. There's technically no guarantee I get it, right? Like, you could genuinely sit here for a while till you get it. Alright, come on. Please. Well, look, I didn't have that one. I didn't have it. Alright. Wait. Alright, 3,400 gems. That was the donation's worth of that donation, so I don't feel bad about burning gems on these. Alright. Horse did it. Everybody think Horse. Oh. Really? I didn't have this? Huh, well, now I do. Alright, yeah, it was guaranteed there. Had to burn gems, but you know. There it is. Sweet, we did it. Thank you. Much appreciated. We're eating good. Now we'll just never see it, but that's alright. It's only a singleton 100 card format. It's bound to happen. But you know what? It's in there. Boop. Wait, let me make sure that's... Alright, just making sure that's actually the right card. Alright, nice. I think I would do 45 lands. Oh, this is Affinity for Forests. Alright, out the deck it goes. We're like a mono green deck, but we were playing Valakut, so we're a cool mono green deck. I could genuinely, like, I think I'm going to do that with some tap lands. No, I don't want Fury. I can't evoke it. I just can't evoke it. I mean, it is an elemental. I could slide it in, probably. Escape Tunnel? Titania? Yeah. I have enough fetch lands for Titania, right? Titania, I do play the goofy fetch lands, but that's a mono green deck. I think it's safe. Let's shave that mountain. To, like, genuinely shave some mountains. So, like, go here. That thing. Who doesn't like Evolving Wilds? And, yeah, Titania's fine. I knew there was something that pooped out Funny Elves. And Fury is an elemental, right? Is it actually? It is an elemental. I know that. They're all elementals. It's just like a thing you cast. It's not a bad thing to cast, you know. It's not that bad. If anything, I could just take out a Tali. If anything, we could just take a Tali out. Alright. Alright. We did it. Wait, why do I have this? Why did I do that? Whenever you cast a spell... Alright, surely this will do something at some point. It's pretty easy to cast spells in Magic, so I'm gonna... I'm gonna assume this does something. But, anything else that's weird? There's a few weird things in here. I kind of want, like, the Green Sun Zenith cards, but maybe not for now. Atali's a bit odd. It's a bit strange, I think. Especially with any X spell, knowing me. But, it's fine. Alright, let's just try this. Alright, so Omnath, Locus of Rage. It is a Valakut strategy, so it's like really heavy in the mountains. Bare minimum forests, even though it's effectively a mono green deck. You don't need many green sources to function. I mean, realistically, you only need the first one, and then the rest deals with itself. There's a ton of lands in here, 44. There could probably be more, but for now, that's just what I'm at. Vibrance, the donation incentive. We got this. It is an elemental. Oh, I should read this. It's a 7-mana 5/5. Whenever you play a land, get a 5/5 elemental. And then whenever an elemental dies, you get a lightning bolt, including Omnath. So you could play a bunch of elementals. We did just play like a 5-color elemental deck. A lot of the elementals, just because you lightning bolt when they die, is not the most exciting thing to do, but some are interesting. I'm not really ever evoking this, but it is an elemental that has a pretty solid ability. You know, just chilling as a 3/3 double strike in play. It's not that bad. Same with this thing. You can cast it, or you can just evoke it. It will lightning bolt, and then if Omnath's in play, it will do it again. This shows up way before Omnath does. Actually, both things, or technically all quote-unquote 3 things this could do before you cast this, happen before you cast this. So, there you go. But it's new, and it's cool. But yeah, Valakut with this. There are ways to sack spam your own 5/5s. However, in my opinion, unless you specifically get hosed by something like Cyclonic Rift, River's Rebuke, or whatever. I actually haven't seen a River's Rebuke in a while. It's mostly just been Cyclonic Rift. I'm sure it's looming out there still. It just, to me, seems like there's no real reason to play cards that are like only in here to sack all the 5/5s once I have them, because I could just have an army of 5/5s, and if my opponent tries to deal with them, they just die, right? If they cast like a board wipe. Now, if they kill Omnath and then they sweep the board, I guess congratulations. But I for the most part, in my opinion, just let them chill out. Just like have the 5/5s chill out. It's already like a huge investment to get this thing in play and going, right? It takes a second to do all of that. But I just don't want to have like these cards that are only good once I'm already displaying a lethal amount of 5/5s that I just want to sack so I don't have to like pass the turn. Now, like, it might be wrong. I've seen this a few times more and more lately, and I don't think it's because of Valakut. So people are definitely playing this instead of Atali in the command zone there. But yeah, so with Earthbend, you can sack lands and then get them back with their fetch lands. Right, so you Earthbend it, fetch it, and then that would trigger this twice. It is one of those things, like pretty much a lot of this deck. This might be one of the greater pain points, which isn't too big of a deal, but your commander shows up a little too late for a lot of the funny landfall cheese things you could think of doing. Zendikar's Royal could have a pile of 2/2 elementals, and then you cast Omnath, and now these 2/2s are like a really big problem. But apart from that, some of these things are only like super exciting if you have this and you've like untapped with it with mana to do more than just this. So it might not even just be something you ever cast on turn 7, or when you get 7 mana. I don't know. But we shall see. And yep, that's it. We'll see. It doesn't, like... Did I re-roll this? I did. No, I can do both. Play lands. Well, we know that I'm going to do that. We know that's on the menu. Playing lands. Oh, it's MGT Arena Player. I've seen this person a lot. I don't recall them playing this, though. Kind of tragic. Well, we don't have a Valakut anytime soon, and I kind of want more than, like, this amount of mana. But we'll see. We'll lead with this. We'll lead with this. Something good, please? Okay, okay. Alright. Let's go here. Let's go here. Random tapped one, such as but not limited to that one. Can I do 2? You cannot do 2. I can't, like, let them... I can't let them have that. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. Someone gave me a super chat to get the Evoke Elemental, and it just won against Rafellos in the first game. Ah. Alright, there's my new wallpaper. Right here. We're looking right at it. Beautiful. We did it. We beat the game. We could actually just stop right now. We don't have to keep going. We could just stop right now. Might as well quit while we're ahead, right? We're never gonna we're gonna be chasing the high. Just gonna be chasing that high for the next X time. N time rather. I don't like this matchup. This matchup's not fair. I mean, I have the best thing I could ask for in the matchup, but I still don't like it. I'm gonna get Stompies. My life total's obviously irrelevant. So, do I play my Cobra? Yeah, I think we play this. Oh, come on. Get out of here, really? That's ridiculous. What are you doing? What are you doing? Alright, if they don't have Mox, we might actually still be able to play the game. Maybe? Okay, that's a land. I didn't see Mox. Beautiful. Oh, beautiful. Oh, man. Isn't this great? Don't you just love this format? Oh, isn't it just great? Oh, this turn 3 format. Isn't it just awesome when you have 7-minute cards you never get to? I love it. 2-0. Who's next? Who's next? Hopefully it's not me. I don't want to be next. I'd like to provide the next inging. Okay. Alright. What do you mean light interaction? We're literally Gruul control. What are you talking about? read the cards. Can't do anything for 3 turns. I have Fury, but that's it. I mean, I can't do anything for 3 turns. That's not how you win games in this format. I'm gonna bottom this because the rest of this lets me cast my commander, which is better than not doing that. Unless you control a basic land. Okay. Can I reasonably grab a mountain? Okay, I can. Before I mess everything up. Okay, well, taste of my own medicine. Mono green Kenrith. Suppose the rightful thing to have me feel like I wasn't ever in the game would be a green opener, so it's only fair. I'll keep a land. Yeah. Can I? Yeah, I can cast that next turn. They do not cast Kenrith. I don't know if that's a good or bad thing. So far, it doesn't look good. My opponent has played 2 mana sources a turn. I've only done that once so far. They are ahead here. I can get a mountain? Yeah. And then Ice Till. Grab another mountain, I guess. I'll do it now. It's probably not a good idea to do it right now, but I don't feel like thinking. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I can cast my commander next turn, but I'm not sure what it would do. I could go into Valakut almost. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we could kind of get something going there. I don't need the Ice Till to do it either, so. That looks like a blatantly obvious removal spell. Okay. I mean, if ever they were going to kill Ice Till, that is obviously the best possible way for us to lose it. Oh, look, another green card. Crazy. Oh, look, another green card. My opponent's hand was this. Very interesting. Alright, so this is 5 color. Okay, so Uro. Toxic Deluge. Let's do this. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, I have to be an idiot. I gotta OCD this 1 second. Sorry, opponent. Valakut Molten Pinnacle. Is it 5 or is it 6? 5 other mountains. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Sorry, opponent. Had to think. Something I've proven to not be too keen on doing. Let's do that. Alright, so I have my commander and mountains. They don't have double blue for Uro. Oh, they don't even have a single blue for Uro. They didn't give their commander haste, so they just missed 4 damage, effectively. Not really the biggest deal, I'm not gonna lie, but you know, it's notable. Let's go ahead and Lightning Bolt the, I'm gonna Lightning Bolt Elvish Mystic while I can, instead of just simply not doing that. Alright. Well, they had the green explosive nonsense opener, but haven't converted with it. In fact, they had to kill their own stuff to stop Ice Till, which would probably have won by now as well, so they had to do that, I think. I would argue. That's kind of cool. Can't you do that at instant speed? They could have just done that at instant speed, so that's interesting. I could play that. I think I'll just go straight into combat. Because it's just like a nightmare. No matter really what my opponent attempts to do here. I could respect this land, but I kind of just don't want to. So let's do this for 5. Yeah. This will just kill my opponent. Oh. Beautiful. Oh, it's so beautiful. Oh, and it just works. It's so beautiful. Hey, I mean, our commander actually did something, too. It sucks that they had to use the Toxic Deluge there, but I don't know if they could reasonably wait a turn. I don't think you can. I really don't think you can. It is funny, though. Like, you have this, right? Rampant Growth, Delighted Halfling, this, and then, like, oh, well, I have to Deluge myself because my opponent has Ice-Till Explorer, and they weren't able to push all that mana into an explosive victory or anything. Kind of interesting. I wonder what else this deck is really trying to do. Like, this has to be the average thing in their deck, unless they just high-rolled, like, an insane person, which I suppose I still beat it. But there's got to be, like, Dark Ritual and it's 5-color pile nonsense. I don't know, but get me to... I will never know. Man, I love Valakut. Ugh, I need a Valakut on paper. I don't know why I don't have one. I know why I don't have one, because I don't know where I'd play it. I don't have a deck for it. I don't have a commander deck for it. I don't have anything. There's too many mountains. Too many mountains. I think Valakut would be, like, maybe the next kind of thing. Although you have, like... Field of the Dead, though? What does this do? Tragic. What does this do? Choose an enchantment. Don't have the same name, blah, blah, blah. Sure. Alright, well, we're unfortunately super slow, but that's fine. On the draw with no 1-drop. I've seen this once before. I think it was me playing it. I'm not going to play this. It doesn't tap for mana. Okay, well, they have one of the best enchantments in their deck. They do have that going for them. There is a solid chance I can just win out of nowhere with the Valakut. I mean, with this. So we could try that. Tap that. Lightning Bolt. Sack. That. Boom, boom. No, that doesn't work. Okay, so... we're going to try to scam the opponent. I think that's reasonable. I'm not going to interact here with Lightning Bolt. I'm going to try to scam him. Is this an enchantment? No. Please swing. What? Who doesn't swing? Who doesn't swing here? Bro. Who doesn't swing here? Tell me. Enlighten me. Who does... Come on. Who doesn't swing? Someone tell me, who doesn't swing here? Okay, if this doesn't work, I lose. But that's fine. We knew this. We knew this going in. There is literally nothing I can do to defend it, so I'm just going to cast this. And I guess I'll grab a green source? Who doesn't swing there, bro? Like, what? Alright, please, can we just not have it? Like, once in our lives. Of course. You got it. Alright, I set myself back too far. It's not gonna obviously work now. The game's just over. Or if my opponent would have to just, like, fizzle out. Or, you know, not draw a card, 5 cards a turn. That would also potentially make me win. Okay. Yeah, they had one of the best enchantments in their deck, and they had an answer to my thing, so it's over. Yeah, that bird was scary. They didn't want to swing into it. I mean, I didn't display Thespian Stage, you know. I didn't display it. It wasn't... It couldn't have been that obvious. It was the only card that worked there? I don't know. I mean, alright. There's no reason to swing. So I guess you don't have to swing. I wouldn't swing. So I don't blame them, but I don't feel like most people think like that. So I'm going to be upset about it. I'm comfortable getting stoppies against this deck here. Yeah, Archdruid's Charm. Oh yeah, I guess I didn't give myself the out. Alright, I threw. Could have been there. Alright, so let's do... I think we do Spaghetti Wagon. Yeah. I would kind of like another green source. So, I know I have Valakut, but I have Scapeshift, so... Well, that's annoying. And, like, extremely ideal. Yeah, we're just chilling. We're just chilling for a bit here. And hope we don't die, I guess. So 4... What is the crew on this? 4? 1, 2, 3, 4. What if I tapped this? What if I played like a smart person? They can kill my, World Wagon, but I mean, that's fine. I just want the land. I obviously just want the land here. I don't care if it dies. It's not part of the equation. Just grab whatever. Like, I obviously don't need it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I can cast a Tolly, but I don't know where that goes. It could go nowhere, I suppose. Casting my commander? Can I do anything after? Land, and then I have 3 mana. I don't have enough to Scapeshift. Alright, so we're just going to spin this. Well, let's play Valakut, and then spin the wheel. This is neutral, so I guess I'll play it. Okay. Well, we got Valakut going. Let's kill... Oh, I can't kill anything. It's a colorless source. Okay. I can't kill anything. No Valakut for us. Alright, so all we have to do now is Scapeshift. Okay, that doesn't do anything. They swung with Giver of Runes. Why'd you swing the Giver of Runes? What? Okay, well, it's not lethal, as far as I'm concerned. What if I killed Giver of Runes? No, what if I just did this? Okay, I think we win. Let's play Mountain. Green, green. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hopefully I have enough mountains. That would be funny. I know I do, though. Yeah. Cool. Well, we just wrecked them. And we also get another mountain because of the earthbend creature there. Sweet. Yeah, all I had to do was survive. I could have played this... I kind of had really two things I could have went. Like, two routes I could have gone to have the same thing happen here. Yeah, Gilded Goose is kind of funny. I mean, it's cool with the food token, but then it's just like a flying threat that doesn't really do much else. I don't know. I mean, most of the time you probably use it to actually cast your commander, but they just didn't do that. They played this turn one, right? Yeah. I wonder how this game would have panned out if they played this first. Because then they could play this a turn faster. It wouldn't have an immediate trigger unless they sacked the goose. But this game would have looked different if they went that route. And as we know, playing 2 lands on turn 1 is probably better than the Giver here. At least as it turned out. I don't know. There's not a lot of red things I'm scared of that would make me want to Giver that fast. I mean, with the Earthbend, it's just one more Valakut trigger. It doesn't really change that much, but something to keep track of. It also doesn't show up at the same time as the rest of the mountains, so if you needed it to be your 5th mountain, it would not work with Scapeshift. Or Valakut, if you had like 4 mountains in your deck. Because then the Earthbend trigger is too late to do the dumb thing. Maybe I didn't want to keep this, actually. Oh, well, too late. Too late, Reno. Which one? I guess Nissa, because then I could blitz the, this thing. Nothing? Well, that's concerning. I don't like that. What does that mean? They do have a blue source. I think I'm well, let's I'm totally comfortable with them countering like Skewed Swarmy or something. Okay, they just don't have it. I think if they had a counterspell here, they wouldn't have conceded, but apparently they just had nothing? Huh. I mean, this is actually kind of a weird game to me. I know it was fast, but it's Historic Brawl. It's turn 3 format at this point. My opponent kind of did exactly what they wanted to do. Like, this is kind of a... It's weird. Like, I was on the play and I had this. My opponent played... Oh, wait. No, I was not on the play, was I? Was I? Hold on, now I have to think again. Was I on the play? One, two, three. Wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I feel like this should be easier than I'm making it. Okay. What if Foothills found this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 10. 10 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I was on the draw. Huh. Okay. Yeah, I don't know what made my opponent, because I mean, they did everything you want to do. I guess stumbling for a turn was too much. Yeah, I was on the draw. I had 10 cards and they had 9. They did everything they wanted to do. They did miss their land drop? That's why I'm trying to like keep track and think about it. They must have missed a land drop. Alright, if they missed a land drop, everything makes sense. If they didn't miss their land drop... Wait. 4? Yeah, okay. I just missed that. That's what confused me. I just missed that they missed their land drop. It all makes sense again. Everything's fine. Alright, my opponent can steal this, so I can't keep this down. That doesn't do anything. Oh, I mean, it kind of does. I could just grab... we should still lead with this, actually. Should lead with that still. This is an elemental? Oh, come on! Whatever. Come on. Really? It's like the only artifact, too. I literally just mulligan it away, too. Wait, what? This doesn't ramp me. It just puts a land into my hand, so... I mean, you got it. It just puts a land in my hand. Not gonna swing. I'm curious if my opponent can animate this. Now that's kind of the next question we have to ask. Can they animate this? A lot of Dak Faden decks might not be able to, but if they can, it's obviously not great. But I do have to ramp in some capacity. I really, really wish this was 100 other cards in my deck right now. This is... I guess in this case it was actually worse than a land. So I put it not here? They spell pierced. I know they're here, right? They did just spell pierce me. Okay, well, I mean, I'm not gonna not take that if it's given to me. So, you got it. I'm going to assume that cracking this is a good idea right now. Okay. Yep, we're just gonna cast it. My opponent just wasn't here, so I will now cast it. They spell pierce and then they explode it. I have played Dak Faden, yep. I didn't think it was going to be very good, but I sometimes stole really good artifacts and people didn't read Dak Faden. And they played like something that was really good to take. And it cost them to lose. And the looting is actually kind of just good. You can target your opponent too with like Narset in play and then they can't draw. So it's like a discard spam with Narset. I actually liked it. And the ultimate, the playing towards the ultimate was the worst part about it. Like whenever you, whenever you cast a spell that targets something, you steal it. Because the only way to do that is if you target it with something that doesn't bounce it. So you have to like stun it or something. So it's full of these goofy stun cards and tap target creature cards. Because if you unsummon them, you can't gain control of them. Oh, my opponent's back. Okay. Well, they missed a land drop, and that land drop was exceedingly crucial, so we definitely take that. That was a very crucial situation. We could play this, because now they can't just steal World Wagon, they have to do more than that. At least in my onions. Valakut? Oh. Like, you can't just steal World Wagon. You have to do something else. I mean, you can steal it, but you, you have to do something else. Actually, you'll almost be completely dead if you just steal it. So, they blow it up. Alright, looks like it worked out. They actually blew it up. They're not stealing it. Okay, we can cast this, and then... I think I will. I think I will. It could be difficult to deal with this. So, we're gonna just do that. They have to deal with the board, and I still have, like, Valakut issues showing up soon. Or I guess I could make the 2020. No, they can stun and tap spam said 2020. So, maybe not the best idea. They're still in it. I did not respect Stifle. I would never respect Stifle. We're not Stifle people here. I think I just win that. 1, 2, 3. I have no idea what they could possibly do, but I'm sure there's something. 1, 2, 3. 3 mountains. 4. Mountain, valley. It doesn't matter. Alright, so I'm just going to threaten the opportunity of dirt. Alright, they're just over it. Let's see, I'm just going to threaten the 2020. It's an instant speed issue, so they can never tap out. They also have to deal with this board. And you can't just kill this. Because if you do, you take 3, and then these would kill you. So you like have to deal with this, and also all of these, which I think is only mass bounce nonsense, and I don't know what can do that at 5 mana. Yeah, they just like missed a turn, and as you can see, what happens if you just accidentally go AFK for a turn. You're just insanely far behind, especially in the first 3 turns. Like, if they were here, this game looks completely different. Completely different. I think I'm still winning quite significantly, but it would still look very different. Like, I can't play the wagon. It would be a very different looking game. One that I would still feel like I'm winning, though. I don't know what my Dak Faden list ended like. I can't remember the end of it. But I remember the start of it, I was not impressed. But then, like, I fixed it, or changed it, and I liked it more. Aetherize, yep, I could do it. No green mana. Also, nothing exciting. I kind of want to take out Escape. I feel like it's a little too much. I have Lightning Bolt, but I'm against Sokka. Ah, whatever. I don't know. This is the doing nothing for too long kind of potential problem. I don't think I'm Lightning Bolting anything right now. Looks like there's nothing to Lightning Bolt right now. Okay. You have a counterspell? By all means. Oh, tragic. Or maybe they do and they didn't want to cast it. I don't know. Looks like still some kind of counterspell. But at this point I'm not upset with that. Like, countering this doesn't affect me too much. Okay, 100 degrees. Let's grab 2 mountains. I don't. Maybe just play it safe. Just grab another forest there. Opponent does not. Oh, this costs 4. Right. I think I did that last time. I thought it cost 3. I mean, I think I've displayed Lightning Bolt too much to where, like, you don't go for it. Okay, that's something. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, that's not that. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I'm just playing this, that, and leaving up Entish Restoration. I don't believe I'm concerned with Ral. I'm not sure this is the kind of deck that even goes for that Ral thing. I don't know. Maybe it does. I don't know. I'd be a little surprised, though. Okay, apparently their commander just doesn't matter. Cool. That's always fun. They did this in the wrong order, by the way. If that matters. So I can cast my commander, or I can cast a Tali. My commander makes this a 5/5. They can kill my commander. I think I'm just going to get my commander in play. I think we're just doing that. And just assuming that we don't die to this. I mean, literally have not played an ally yet. Oh, okay, yep. Just perfect answers to everything I'm doing. Why not? Could also just do that, I guess. Yep. Punished for not playing a Tali. Go figure. Sure glad my opponent's commander matters. Oh look! Nothing. Cool. Of course, why wouldn't I steal an instant instead of anything good like these or that? Imagine stealing good cards. Could you imagine? Second land, I guess, is this one. I'm now realizing I don't actually have any burgeoning mana to put into play, so I guess I didn't want to cast that. Alright, yep. Full of talent. Full of talent. Didn't cast her commander, played a bunch of goofy stuff, and then I died. Nice allies. It'd be a shame if I died to a bunch of animals and soldier tokens. I think I telegraphed Lightning Bolt too much, but there's not really much you can do about that. And my opponent arguably just had a better thing to do than Lightning Bolt, than Sokka anyways, even if I was not telegraphing Lightning Bolt. I think they had just a superior lion, and they took it, so it didn't really matter that I was telegraphing it. At least I don't think it did. You want to play Sokka by just not playing it? You know, I mean, they didn't have to play it, right? I lost to everything else. Do I just play that? This can be on green side. It's on a mountain on the red side or anything. Yeah, we just cast this. We just cast it. What is this? I didn't even read this. What the heck is this? Oh, okay. Sure. What? Okay, I gotta read this again. Okay, we're just playing this as a creature? No, we're playing it as a land, because we have burgeoning. Yeah. Okay. So I have 7, but no other lands. We just go for a Tali. I don't know in what world I would not play this here, so... I'm gonna crack it now, so this triggers. Might as well get something out of it. Could get something like a... Okay, no, I didn't get any spicy fancy thing. What else does this do? Nah. I'm not here to read. Ready to cast a Tali. Okay, both of those have play. I already played a land. Oh, well. Discard a card, return instant or sorcery, which I do have one, and it's kind of okay. You know, it's not bad. Alright, I am significantly ahead, and I do not have the ability to flip this, and they know of this. So, as far as my opponent is concerned, I don't have much left, but if you can't deal with this, the game is definitely over. What is this? Okay, so your commander triggers twice. What does this do? 1 mana color, you control a planet. 3 mana of any one color. I don't think I've ever seen this. I've only seen the Bant commander that does this. Or, you know, the top part. That's a pretty cool card. I mean, I could put that in my deck. Add 1... I mean, it is a mana dork, right? It doesn't give you a mountain, though. Right? It gives you a planet. Which we don't really... We don't need a planet, we need a mountain. Also, the two ones I would grab don't do anything. Like, Gaia's Cradle doesn't matter, and neither does the red one. I mean, I'm not even going to entertain the red one. It's just not a real card. Enters or attacks. Sack a land. If you do draw, whenever a desert is put into your graveyard, make a 4/2. Okay. They did not play any deserts. I'm going to assume... Well, there's not a lot of deserts to play. You can only have one of each desert, right? There's not actually a lot of deserts. But that probably isn't the plan. It's probably like sack all your lands and cast something like Lumra. But Lumra's not in the command zone, and you got to be careful because you can't mill it. Which I'm sure this deck has some kind of mill. I don't know, that was cool. Haven't seen that before. I think Atali's a little too fast for it, though. Especially when Atali hits something that isn't a random poop card or something. We didn't hit poop. We could have hit poop. Oh, hey. Alright. Well, we saw what it took for this to win last time. Let's see if I can do it here. They're on the play. That's the first thing you need. Okay, so they got that down. Do you have the green 1-drop? Okay, look at that. They're literally doing the thing they have to do to win games. Unfortunately for them, I'm going to kill it. Do you have the backup? No. No backup. Alright. Elemental. Oh my goodness. This happened last time. It happened last time. This is how this deck wins. For some reason, I just decided to not cast my spells. For some reason. When I play against this, maybe it's a subconscious thing. I just feel bad for it, so I just don't play Magic. This is literally the 2 times I've seen this in my opponent's command zone. I've decided to not do anything. Actually, I literally time locked myself. Okay, well, whatever. Well, opponent's back in it, I guess. That's what it takes. That's what it takes. It's literally what it takes. Also, I drew this off like in a really bad time. I mean, you can literally see the unyielding ripple effect of having done what I just did. It probably just cost me the game there. I don't know. I can't believe I just did that. It was so obvious. Whatever. Okay, my opponent did not find a card, so I guess that just means they have Craterhoof in their hand, as is tradition. Well, at least their commander didn't matter. It was just mono green ramp into dumb stuff. Does this matter? Does that do anything? Nope. Does that do anything? Nope. Does that do anything? Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whatever. I'm just gonna cast those. Well, you gotta wait till it resolves first. Okay, I guess not. How do you not just wait first? That's... It doesn't... Oh, I guess because you don't... Okay. Decline? Okay. We know the last card in their hand is Craterhoof Behemoth, so it's not looking like it's going to matter very much, but the last card in their hand is Craterhoof Behemoth. Random Atali nonsense? Does this keep me alive? I don't care. Well, I don't care. I threw the game. I'm just going to cast Atali and just act like I have meaningful play. I don't. I hit the 1 X spell in my deck. Alright, well, that's the second time it's been in my opponent's command zone, and the second time I punted the game completely, so. They also had the on-the-play 1-drop, which they needed to have any play in that. But their commander, honestly, even if I didn't make a mistake, was not doing anything. It wasn't the commander that killed me, it was just play a bunch of green creatures, and then Craterhoof win. So I guess it didn't matter anyways. That's about 90% of the wins I had with that deck. Had nothing to do at all with blighting. Did not do myself any favors there, though. Take it as a lesson that you can't do anything for 2 turns and expect to still win. Because we missed our turn 2 play. You'd think I'd be doing that on purpose, because I did it twice against the same deck. What is it? A Vivi? Did they mulligan? They did. Did they? Yeah. They mulliganed twice. I can only imagine what card they want. I think it's Mox Amber. I can cast that. Do I cast that? Should I cast that? I think so. Do I get Stomping Ground? Yeah. Why not? Why not? Oh. Maybe Stomping Ground was dumb. Well, I'm not getting rid of it now, so we'll just get rid of that. Let's get a mountain and a forest. I do have Scape Shift. I don't really have to worry about my mana base that much. Yeah, I think the Stomping Ground was just not a good idea. I could have just gotten a forest and sacked it for 2 red. A little bit of a mistake there. How do you not cast Vivi? I'm not a counterspell deck. How do you... What? Okay. Mill? I'll try to just forage this. I'm not going to cast anything significant. I think we're going to bank on the... we're just going to bank on the Scape Shift here. That is not a great thing to counterspell, so we are absolutely happy with that. That's what we wanted to see. That's a strange turn to keep up a counterspell, in my opinion, but I guess it makes some kind of sense. I will ask the question once more. Because again, we're just hiding Scape Shift as like the main thing. What does that do? Tap 1 or 2 target creatures? Does this matter? No, it doesn't matter. Okay. At least I'm pretty sure that doesn't matter. This isn't like hide behind Sprite Dragon, is it? Where we just do nothing but that? That doesn't seem like a winning line. Maybe it is. That's what they're doing, so I guess that's what's happening? Okay. My favorite magic card? Oh, I don't know. Scrib Nibblers? I like me a good old Scrib Nibblers. That just snap resolved. I guess I could just put Lumra in my hand and ask the question, can you deal with it? I can't make it uncounterable. Alright, I mean, we're gonna just continue to do this thing until it finally works. Can I respond to that? Oh, I missed my chance. Okay, I was gonna mill with the Molt Tender, now I guess I'm not. Alright, I have a 9/9. It has reach, so you have to deal with it at your on your own turn or something like that. You can't swing at me. I'm not gonna mill. That's a really good card. Okay. Oh, I missed my chance. I'm an idiot. Alright, I missed my chance to reanimate a land. Into the Floodmaw. Okay. So now we just win with Valakut? 3 forests. Oh, it's a question of do I have enough mountains, though? I have to grab one. Oh yeah, I do. Eh, eh, eh. Get Schmieded. It's not very likely they would kill me next turn, but they would be in a, I guess, really nice position. This is weird. I mean, yeah, it's just odd. This is an interesting card. I've never actually seen this cast before. I didn't even know this existed. This is pretty solid. Wow. Just a cancel that taps things. You can literally do both. I don't know if I've ever seen that cast. I like this a lot. That's actually pretty solid. Like, this would go right into Dak Faden. You know, talking about Dak Faden earlier. It's a counterspell that taps things. Like, cool. Okay. They had counterspell, cantrip, bounce spell. The Sprite Dragon... My opponent was entirely on this thing. They were just completely on that. I don't know if... Yeah, I mean, they're just totally on that. But to be fair, if they did cast VV, it all really boils down to that turn 3 where they didn't cast this. I don't have counters to fight. They wanted to leave up Counterspell, and what did Counterspell actually hit? I think it was this Skewed Sword. No, it was this thing, right? They counterspelled this thing, which definitely feels really bad, but you can't just not cast it, right? You would have effectively done nothing for a whole turn, so you kind of like have to spend your mana. But we played around a counter because they didn't play it on turn 3, and then, you know, hilarity ensued. Also, no Mox Amber, so get Schmieded. I don't really like that counterspell. I don't like the Final Fantasy set, so I don't really care about any of the Final Fantasy arts. I don't really care about Final Fantasy as a brand or anything like that. Just never into that stuff. You know what I'm really not excited for is going back to New York for the Ninja Turtle set. I am really not excited for that at all. I kind of wish it was farther out from the Spider-Man set. I'm kind of blown away that it's so close to the first time we went to New York. Like, what? Return to Ravnica, York? What are we doing? Return to New York? Should have just called it Return to New York. Ugh. Who knows? Maybe I just take a little time off from, like, playing new sets when that one comes out. Just not get, like, super into the Ninja Turtle one. I really do not like the aesthetic at all. I'm going to keep this even if it's a tap land. I'm just going to keep this. Like, I am so not excited for Ninja Turtles. Like, I'm really not excited for that. Do I have Badger Mole turn 1, 2, whatever? Do I? What's the best thing to do here? I don't actually know. We should play something that probably just can't... Everything's lame. Let's just do this. Everything's lame. I'm not going to animate this one. I'm just going to animate this one. I'm sorry, what? Look at the top 3 cards. Artifact, creature, land. What? I'm sorry, wait, what was I playing against? This is Azusa, right? This was Azusa. It had this on turn. When this dies, each player gets a lander token. I don't know what's going on with this here. I also don't know what's going on with this either. I mean, these are 2 cards I don't think I've ever seen played in this format, so that's kind of cool. I also haven't seen Azusa really since Rofellos came out. But, I mean, it's kind of... I like it. They're doing something different here. We did play a tap land turn 1, right? We weren't just exploding nonsense out fat. Like, imagine we had an untap land turn 1. We'd be, like, 7 years ahead. But we didn't. Wait, there's only 2 sets? I thought it was 3 and 3 every year, where you like 3 main sets, or 3 actual Magic sets, and then 3 non-funny things, or whatever. I didn't know it was 2 and 5 this year. That is a shame. That is a shame. I have not looked at the roadmap or anything. I also just haven't looked at the Ninja Turtle set. I don't really care. I'm so not interested in that. Like, at all. If it was, like, not... I think ninjas are cool, and there's obviously turtles, and they'll fit in some place. I just would rather them be, you know... I don't know. Not Ninja Turtles? I don't know, man. Come on. What are we doing? Did we get a Fortnite set? Did we get that yet? Did we get the metaverse? Are we there? I really wish, above everything else, it just was not New York. Like, it just wasn't an urban city, like, Earth, American, Western-looking city. Like, I wish it was, just, I don't know, anything else. Let's see. This, Stompies. Actually, I don't even know if I have to get this, but I don't feel like thinking right now, so. That. Green. I think I cycle this. Ooh. Oh. Oh, I'm so good at the game. Let me go. So good at the game. We had a Fortnite secret layer. Okay, so that's fair. I won't complain ever about a secret layer. That's fine. More power to you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, well, my next turn is kind of ugly. I can't even forage. Yeah, tragic. It's also, like, specifically New York, isn't it? Like, it's literally New York. It's not, like, not New York. This seeks, right? Yeah, so I keep... Whatever I surveil stays there. That stays there when you seek. Oh, I have to mill... Oh, I have to mill it anyways. Oh, no. I don't know how to play the game. I don't know how to play... What am I doing? I'm always doing this, so that's... I mean... Oops. See, I got caught up complaining about going to New York twice. Literally throwing. Cultivate. That's not an artifact ramp spell for Toph. Oh yeah, there's another Marvel set. I'm sure we're going to see New York again in one of those, yeah. But it's not... I mean, is it like around the corner, or is that one down the road as well? I don't actually know. Yeah, this... I did make a little bit of a missequence here, but we're still, like, doing this, right? Triple 1 min of spell. We played 2 lands a turn. I think almost every turn this game. And I'm just so far ahead. My opponent actually kind of almost did the same thing. The Wayfarer's Baubles makes a little sense with Toph. This one, you're still a green deck, right? You're still going to play Llanowar Elves and that on turn 2 or whatever. But I could just lose before any amount of 5/5s becomes a problem. It doesn't take too much to deal with this, especially if I only make like 3 5/5s and they sweep it and they take like, what, 9 damage from the lightning bolts. They could still just turn this game around and I could have nothing, especially if these died. Like, all it really took was a sweeper here. I guess I just didn't have any. Yeah, Monster Hunter, I don't care at all. Don't care about Monster Hunter whatsoever. Not interested. Don't know anything about Monster Hunter. But you can have a Magic set, and I think it would be great. I think it's a perfect set. I mean, it's just Ikoria. It's literally just Ikoria again. So we kind of already had it. But, you know, go for it. Go for it. That would be cool. You know, I'm down. I like the Monster Hunter cards we got. Well, the not the, like, Secret Lair Monster Hunter, which I think they had, like, a rollback, or it was delayed because no one liked any of the cards in it. I don't know if it came out for real after or since then, but just the Ikoria giant monsters, like the big black dragon thing and, like, that weird red... Like, there's these giant beasts and stuff in that set, and that's cool. You know, you have, like, the I don't know if we had any, like, big game hunters that hunted the giant beasts of that set. I actually don't know. But the giant beasts were in that set, and I think they were cool. So we have, like, a spiritual version of it. Or a similar IP, I guess. I don't know what the term is for that. But I like it. It's fine. Go for it. Make a whole set out of it. I'm here for it. Alright, I'm going to respect, I guess, Lightning Bolt. Looks like that's the most likely thing here. What's happening? Oh, Rampant Growth. I got confused. I was talking about Badger Mole, and then I got concerned as to why my card was opening my deck. Yeah, Hobbit set's cool, but Lord of the Rings... I mean, you really wouldn't even have much of this if it wasn't for Lord of the Rings to begin with, so, you know, go for it. You wouldn't really have much of this, this game that I play if it wasn't for that. I could just concede Dark Ritual Necropotence is boring and takes forever to resolve. I don't know. Okay, this seems a little odd. What are we doing? Are we... What are we doing? This is not a CEDH game, opponent. You should not exile 10 cards. I don't agree with this. I don't agree. I would probably never draw that much, personally. It probably doesn't matter, because Necropotence is stupid, but I still just wouldn't draw that much. Alright, I can do one whole damage, and then probably lose. Reality Fracture? Don't know about it. Haven't looked at anything this year. Honestly, I don't even really keep up with much until it's thrown into my face. So. I'd rather not play this, but it probably isn't going to matter. Valakut also probably isn't going to matter. Let's go ahead and just run this out. Make this mountain spooky. I guess I could just play Valakut, right? It is a tap land. Yeah, I'll just play it. It's not like it's not a surprise, you know, it's not gonna, excuse me, be online this game, I don't think. Oh look, a way to get around Necropotence, isn't that cool? That is a Fatal Push. Excellent. Okay, so it's weird to draw 10 and then overdraw twice. That's not normally what you see when people play Necropotence. My opponent's doing a very good job at making this game winnable for me. Whereas I feel like most of the time I don't have a shot against this. So do I kill Narset? I could put it to 1. It's not like I ever draw. I could just poke it. But dealing 3 to my opponent's face, I think is very significant. At least I think it is. I don't know. 1, 2, 3. Especially with this. 1, 2, 3. Ah, I almost wish I didn't draw that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that makes my decision. That makes life easier. I'm just going to go that route. I think I'm just going to poke the Narset. I think? I have to. I mean, it's a card either way. So, it can chill at 1. It's not doing anything against me. But I would really like to push 2 damage face, but there's no reason to give my opponent the Narset there. I don't think they have a good Fatal Push, but I guess you could cast it anyways. Oh, alright, that works too. Why not? Draw 400, then get rid of it when you're done. A Grixis deck, getting rid of an enchantment. Typical. One ring? Nope. Did I won this game? Opponent, this is all you, buddy. What are you doing? It's like they finally did it, and then like got so excited that they decided that they had to draw 14. There was no reason to have this happen. I'm sorry. Back to class with you. Back to school. Get you the Grand Goat Napper. Yeah, you were talking about that last time. I remember you're saying Grand Goat Napper. All right, well, I guess we take those. We take those kinds of wins. The casual draw 27 for no reason. Okay, we take those. They tried to Fatal Push Overlord, yeah. I mean, they weren't actually dead. They were only at 2. They could have stabilized. I'm kind of surprised they go that deep and that long and then not play it out. Kind of surprised at that. You're only going to 2. I didn't have lethal on board, right? No. I had a Valakut, which maybe would inevitably win before they would win, but they would have to make me show them that. I don't think I had 5 mountains. I was going to make a second mountain with the Overlord when it swings, so I was actually really close, I guess, to be fair. Yeah, I thought it was Thassa's Oracle, given what they were doing. Yep, I don't blame you. That was a little kind of nutty. This deck has been, like, great so far. Unfortunately, this hasn't come up much, but it is funny that I've played a green ramp deck that, like, hasn't played its commander a lot. Like, imagine this was just Azusa. Imagine we were just doing everything even faster. Or Rofellos, I suppose, to be fair. I have no answer to that, so. I really wish I would have, or would be able to consistently get these fetch lands. Maybe I could have waited with this fetch land here? I don't know. I think just casting it now is better than not doing that. I would just argue that. So Belor is the beginning of your end step. Put a number of counters on it. Target you control, give them life gain or target. Okay, so we're gonna do the ignore everything you're doing because we're a green deck strategy. Beautiful and glorious. I don't really need another green source. Well, I kinda do. I guess. I don't have a way to get another card in my graveyard, right? I do not. Oh, I do with this. Okay, never mind. I don't think I want that. I think we're past that. Alright, well, Ripples cost a lot of life, so. I don't think they're going to be using that. Wait, what? Oh, it's a white deck. Right. Oh, Dark Ritual. Okay, well, that's something to grab. Right? I guess. Does this have lifelink? It does. How do you gain... I'm sorry, I gotta read this again. Why am I reading commanders today? What's happening? Why is everyone playing cool things? Beginning of your end step. Creature you control. What is this? Whenever you pay life, remove 4 blood. Okay. What does that do? What is happening? Opponent is going crazy over there. Alright, they found an answer to my thing that already did stuff. So. Oh, wait. Wait, what? Oh, yeah, okay. I'm not sure if that's better or worse. I don't know. I mean, I guess you go after the mana? Right? I mean, I don't know. Let's play that. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I guess I'm foraging. I'm ramping out all the lands before I cast this, which is a little unfortunate. Oh, that was a really not ideal land to draw. Ugh. I think I'm going to make this lands. I don't think I'm just going to use it to play this. I just don't think I'm doing that. They got Chthonian Nightmare, but they didn't take it. Okay. I guess there wasn't much to do right now with it, but that is a good card at some point, I would argue. This is something. Variety in my brawl in this economy. Not the same 5 commanders. In the year of our Lord 2026. What is going on? Honest Rutstein. You got it. Let's go ahead and make some lands. Quit thinking over there. You're not allowed to do that. No thinking. Get out of here with that. Alright, there's an upkeep stop. Tragic. What is this doing? Okay. Oh, sure, they're blowing up the 5/5. This is my upkeep. There's nothing I can do with that, sure. Yep, nothing I can do with that mana. Oh, well, that would have been nice, huh? Do I have a fetch land? Of course I don't. Come on. Come on. 1, 2, no wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think I'm just going to play this because I don't see a way to have it die in play, and it's just chilling. So that's pretty cool, I guess. It gets trampled when you play lands. Alright. Well, stuff is happening. 4, 5, 6, 7. I do have my commander now, and 5/5s could be way too much for this deck to deal with, but we'll see. Could be too much. They didn't have to shock themselves. They could have just paid mana here and not spent 2 life, which could matter. Could matter. Okay, they did it anyways. Looks like it didn't matter. Looks like it was the outcome regardless. Why was that free? Oh, creatures are cheaper. So we play this, we make a thing, and now we have lightning bolts, which could be a problem. Right? Especially how I can cast my commander every turn effectively. This is... Please don't tell me this is exile. Okay, we're good. Yeah, I think we can just lightning bolt spam. I definitely don't need this. Although the Haywire Might gains life when it dies. I don't know, it's not over. They didn't go for the font kill, which would be a lightning bolt, and that could be a problem. Actually, there might be a lot of problems here. What are we fetching for? I don't like that. Can we not cast a giant dumb card, please? That'd be great. Killing my commander is not a solution. This is not a solution here. Can you kill the token? It's going to swing. You have to block it. That's a 3/5 lifelink. So swing, block that, do that. Yep, go to, what is that, 7? Oh, you gain 3 life. Well, that's lame. Let's see, fight that. Oh, wait, no, stop doing things. Oh, okay, well, it's looking like I'm losing now. That's not ideal. Why do we have an upkeep stop? Wait, what? Oh, okay. Oh, I didn't do math. I didn't do math. I'm an idiot. I thought I could cast this and also play land. Okay, I don't know how the game works, unfortunately. They go to 1, which is not lethal. And I don't know what I'm going to do to finish this game off here. Can we, like, stop having things, please? That'd be great. I guess not. Oh, okay, silly me. I guess I was never a part of this game. I was just watching my opponent play Magic. Okay, well, I have, like, I don't know, one thing I can do. I could have cast this in response to them sacking it. It wouldn't win, though. Wouldn't cause me to win. They're at 16. That's out the window. Let's do this. I don't think there's anything I can do. I can cast that. What does that do? It doesn't do anything. Does that do anything? Nope. Does that do anything? Nope. That? Nope. Alright, you got it. Is what it is, I guess. I thought I was winning that almost for free there at one point. Well, I guess not. The Dark Depths was a massive problem because it doesn't tap for mana. That was a huge problem. Rather insignificant land there. I think it... No, never mind. No, that wouldn't make sense. Okay, well, these are the hands you don't want. Against a deck I don't ever want to play against. Oh, okay. Well, I mulliganed to 6 there. My opponent just didn't want to play. Look at that. We're just trashing Katara somehow. I don't know how, but it's happening. I do not know how. Don't ask me. Another interesting thing is I haven't really at any point felt like I wanted to change a single card in this deck, which after having played all the Lorwyn commanders it's kind of odd. Surely there's something wrong here I'm not appreciating. Bossing Say has done nothing, but it is kind of just free. I have enough basics, it's like always untapped. I do maybe want more green untapped, because I've had a couple of games where I wasn't able to play the green 1-drop turn 1, and that is rather significant in my opinion. Maybe the amount of mountains is too high. Maybe I don't need a bajillion mountains, right? Maybe every time Valakut is... Actually, that's something to think about. How many times has Valakut won butt naked? You just play it, and you just play mountains. I think we've had maybe one game where we just play it and just had mountains to go with it when we played it, as opposed to, say, Scape Shifting, or, to a lesser extent, Primeval Titan and Hour of Parmesan. So, I don't know. Maybe I just want more forests. I haven't needed them to cast my green cards, other than what I just said on turn 1. Fury's still hard to cast. I mean, it's felt fairly unrealistic to evoke it. Lightning Bolt could just be another green spell, honestly. I'm not even sure if this has come up yet. Casting it on anything significant. Has it? Maybe. World Soul's Rage hasn't done much. I still like it. I've always been a fan of Banefire, and it's cool to have a Banefire that's also doing the strongest thing in the game, which is do green stuff. So there's that. Renin 6, Renin 6 is fine. Something has to be wrong. I refuse to believe this is perfect. Refuse to believe. I'm a heavy 1 into 3 ramp truther, so I usually dodge the 2s. I've talked about this in great length at some point. But with this deck wanting to play lands, and play a lot of them, I think the 2s are more reasonable. Also, it just gives you more things to do on 1 and 2, I guess. You're not always expecting a 1-drop. You're not all in on that. I think you're better if you are, but maybe we can just stick with a rampant growth. I'm in a rampant growth mood. Explosive Vegetations is interesting. Maybe just better than Cavalier. This is really only here because it's an elemental, and every time I've cast it, I've been unimpressed with it. It also has the capacity to actually miss. I don't have like a Crucible of Worlds effect other than Ice Till Explorer. This could be that as well. Because currently it's like a goofy 5-minute ramp spell that gives me a body that doesn't matter too much. The exile is whatever, or the bottom part rather. Yeah, I'm going to take that out. I could add another land, a forest, exploration, explosive vegetation, whatever ramp spell I cast, it's going to be a land-based one. No, that's fine. I actually am not too big on Atali here. It has done stuff and can win games, I guess, but like I haven't been terribly excited. We could just play Emrakul instead. Am I getting to 15? Maybe I'm not. Okay, maybe that's too much. Maybe that's too much. Yeah, I'm getting to like 9 mana and having wins come out of that. Yeah, we could do Paradox Engine 1 Ring, speaking of. We could? No. There's not a ton of mana tappers to explode and just win. I could just play the 1 Ring, though. Just put it in here. It would have almost won outright against that whatever that dragon lifelink thing was that just beat us. It probably would have just won against that. That most assuredly, actually. Atali. Atali's random. I don't know. We're already using this as a 7. Although that's not true, though. Sometimes I really do want to land before I play it. I've only hit the X spell a single time. I think something like Green Sun Zenith should come in here, and that makes Atali a bit worse. Yeah, I'm just finding excuses to not play Green Sun Zenith, if that wasn't obvious. I mean, not play Atali, if that wasn't obvious. Tooth and Nail is a thing I could do, although I could do this. This is 11, right? I can't even remember now. It's been a minute. I mean, this is like an excellent deck for this. Helm of the Host is also just really scary with Omnath. We could. I mean, he could do that. Helm of the Host is an actual card in this deck. And Godo combo was 11, right? It's 5 plus... No, it's 6 plus... What's the equip cost? Why don't you just look? 5. Alright, so yeah, 5 plus 6. We get to 11, right? Look. Listen. You think I'm not going to entertain the idea of Godoing somebody? I think I'm going to just not entertain that. It would have beat the things that beat us, you know? I'm not going to run Gamble, and this is just sitting in the deck randomly. Oh, I mean, I have... No, actually, wait a minute. I have, like, stuff that finds it. Yeah. Toph has been meh. I don't think I like this. It's not... Discard a card, return an instant sorcery. I mean, you can pitch a land and, like, Ice Till it or something. I haven't had Toph do anything, but I guess I haven't played Toph. So, cast a spell, Earthbend 1. Yeah, I just haven't had it work. I don't hate it. I don't hate it. Genesis Wave? Maybe not that one. I suppose Earthbender's Ascension has been fine. I have not actually seen Pock once. Part of me wants to take Lightning Bolt out. Green decks can just... I mean, my whole commander is Lightning Bolt spam. But that's very different from Lightning Bolt. Because this shows up early and also doesn't require something to die. It could just be Gamble. I don't want to play Gamble. It could actually be another land. I was talking about another land. No, I'm going to run, instead of Lightning Bolt, some kind of ramp spell. Some kind of ramp spell. I think that's a good idea. It's an idea that I have. Aftermath has been... I mean... What is it? It's like a 6-minute investment. But so is Lumra. I do have an above average amount of fetch lands. But I would maybe almost just prefer to play Crucible of Worlds. I don't know, let's play Analyst. People love that card. I think it's fine. I think it's a little slow and doesn't do much and can die before it does anything, which, you know, there's a bunch of reasons to not like it. But, you know, it's good when it works. It also has the ability to just not hit anything. You could just simply not have anything in your graveyard, and it does nothing. I'm not typically a fan of it, but it feels better than just, like, forcing in a Tooth and Nail package. Oh, speaking of Tooth and Nail, Defense of the Heart. I should play Defense of the Heart. I forgot. Oh. Alright, that's it. I found it. I found it. I found it. Actually, against a fair amount of the decks I lost, if I did have it in those games, it would have turned the game around, so... That's fine. I don't need, like... whatever it's called. Like crazy busted. Like if I just get Primeval Titan Lumra, like how are we ever reasonably upset that those are the two cards we got? Okay, well, defense doesn't really do anything against Vivi. I'm gonna lead with Utopia Sprawl. Because they can Lightning Bolt Delighted Halfling. Although I don't have a 3 anyways. It's fine to just respect a 1-minute answer. I don't think I need Uncounterable for any real reason anyways. Let's do this. Let's see. Do they have the Mox? Alright, it doesn't look like they have the Mox outright. At least from what just happened there. Doesn't look like it. I have Yavimaya, so I can just grab mountains. Not that I wouldn't grab mountains anyways. But, like, this isn't doing anything. So, Everett was going to die. Wait, what does this do? Spend it on non-creatures when you cast non-creature spells as far as... Alright, so can I do red, red, green, green? Oh, I can! Oh! Red, red, green, green? Oh! Oh my goodness, so beautiful. Actually beautiful. Cavern? Nah. What do we grab here, actually? Valakut? I mean, surely we grab Valakut, right? That's what it's all about. Oh, that was so beautiful. Oh, I love it. I love it. Could still die to VV because I can't do anything about it. But, you know. Such is the way of things. 4, 5, you know. I also think they have some kind of interaction, which could probably kill Delighted Halfling. It's not like they can do anything about Vibrance, though, probably. Flame Slash, I guess. You could just cast Vivi and say, you know, do it, kill it. And if I kill it, you know, if it dies, they just play the next game or something. I'm casting Vivi here. That's what I'm doing. That's what I'm doing. Okay, they don't do it. That's unfortunately not winning the game, but it's in play now. Good night. I'm about done anyways. Hitting midnight like this too often. These old bones can't handle it. What does this do? Untap, gain life, blah, 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 blah. Alright, so they untapped with their commander. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I will continue to play mountains like a wise individual. I could just simply die here. Could just simply be not alive. So we shall see. There's no reason to swing the... I'm gonna respect my opponent, and I'm just not going to swing the 1/1. Alright, well, we could just die right here. 1, 2, 3. Not even close to Valakut. There really isn't a better land to grab with this, though. Like, there just really isn't. And I'm not going to leave this Lightning Bolt up for VV, because they have something that produces mana anyways, so VV would be safe. It's not realistic to expect that to work. It's also not realistic to expect Scute Swarm to go crazy or anything. There's actually very few cards I could draw that would be a problem here for my opponent. So if they don't do it this turn, they have a whole extra turn. I think this game is over. Not sure what I can do here. Unless they just have nothing. Like, super nothing. Super duper nothing. Uh-huh. Okay, so they're just getting some treasures. They don't care about my commander, neither would I. Triggering all their spaghetti. You're going to counter your own spell again? You can't get more treasure tokens. So how does this work? Okay. Well, that was weird. But I'm pretty sure I'm dead. So, 1, 2, 3. I did not have this in my hand. I was curious. I can push... Technically, 1 more damage? Wait. 1? Oh, it's my only other green. Oh, it's my only other green. I can't Worldly Tutor. It doesn't matter. What am I talking about? It doesn't matter. Literally doesn't matter. I'm just asking my opponent, can they do the thing here? Man, I was 1 off. Man. There was nothing? Oh, I miss lethal then. If I swung with the Scute Swarm. No, but they had a spell. They could have just killed Scute Swarm, and then I wouldn't have had the additional tokens. Okay, that doesn't matter. Well, that didn't matter. End step, untap, yeah, whatever. And we're just asking if my opponent can kill me right here. If not, I guess the game is over. I was a lot closer than I thought I would be, especially with that bossing say. Alright, it's closer than I thought it would be. There is no reason to put a card on the stack. There is no reason to do that. Let's just try to kill our opponent, shall we? I think that is a reasonable thing to do. No reason to do anything. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. Alright, they didn't have it. They were close, but they didn't have it. Yeah, I mean, if I swung with those Scute Swarms, this would have died, though? And then what? Like, I lose this. They would take 1 extra damage. These were still around, actually. Okay, I'd have to go back and look, but I think I did miss lethal. And you can see how easy it is to just outright lose from here, right? Especially with us. Remember, VV is different in Historic Brawl. It taps to add mana. You don't just do it once a turn, so it is a vastly different commander. Like, every card in the deck is a different commander. They removed VV and gave us this. The old VV is not a thing. Like, this is a totally different commander now that they changed it, but anyways, they just tap, spam, untap with infinite pseudo, infinite mana, and then could draw their whole deck, and I would just die, but they didn't get there. I think if I did cast a spell and they could do something about it, I probably would have lost. So there's no reason to Worldly Tutor into, like, Spell Pierce and lose. And I didn't. Alright, cool. I don't know what their long-term solution is, though. Like, how do you beat... I think they could just cast 20 spells. Yeah, they could just cast spells. Alright. Alright. I've had my fill. We're good. I am very tired. I actually wasn't even planning on doing anything today. Wasn't planning on streaming today. But I'm not about to stream past midnight again, so gotta work on that. Okay. This was really successful, and I saw a lot of cool opponents. I saw a lot of decks today that weren't like, you know, the same 2 things over and over, which has been the worst. Actually, honestly, it isn't even really that I saw a bunch of the same exact thing over and over, but when you're playing a set, like the Lorwyn Commanders struggle insanely hard in this format, right? Insanely hard. So when I'm playing something that isn't one of them, and I'm having, like, you know, a more reasonable experience, I guess I shouldn't be too surprised. But yeah, this is really cool. It only came up a few times, like this card itself, and every time I've lost to it, which has only been rather recently, because I've only seen this rather recently a few times, Critical Mass does just wind up killing me. Like, oh, they play it, they're ramping 5/5s, and then maybe they sack them all in their turn and I die, or maybe they just pass and I clearly can't do anything and I die. So, especially playing one of the Lorwyn Commanders where you're just, like, watching your opponent play half the time and you're not actually doing anything impactful. But when I'm playing against people who have, you know, not Lorwyn cards, or Lorwyn Commanders, it's hard to just get this going crazy. It was somewhat dealt with when it was cast. I did cast Atali a few times. I ended up taking it out because I was tired of casting Atali all the time. I wanted to do something else. I put it in Godo. I actually think Helm is pretty good here, right? It is one of those, I have shown you a giant stupid thing you didn't kill, and now I've also shown you a way to make a bunch of them that you haven't impeded. So it is a snowball win more kind of situation, but sometimes it isn't. Sometimes you can make copies of your commander, and that actually matters. Like, you needed the second one to have double lightning bolt on all of your elementals or something. Like, that could actually matter. Not too often, but you obviously already have 7 mana that far. You might as well consider it. But yeah, this is something to think about. There's a few games, honestly, a lot of those games that got gummed up. If I had ever gotten this, if it was in my deck at that time, it would have won. So I won a lot of the games I played today, a lot of them. And this would have helped in the games where I didn't win, because they would have lasted long enough to do this. And there's ways to find it. You have, like, Worldly Tutor and Archduous Charm. You don't actually have to play Gamble. Gamble's inconsistent, but you don't have to play it. You can still just play Gamble, right? You can find something that you don't care to put in the graveyard if it goes there. I don't really know what that would be, but I'm sure there's something that's obvious to someone out there what you would gamble for and what is effectively a mono green deck. I mean, you could gamble for a land, and Ice Till Explorer just gets it. So, yeah, this is what it is. Sometimes, like, whenever you play Gamble, you ideally play it in a spot where casting Entomb is also moderately reasonable, because you could basically Entomb the card you get. Yep. So I like this. This is cool. You could just make it super funny and have no red cards in it just for the sake of being funny, you know, mocking the fact that red doesn't matter in this format. You're just playing mono green. But we're playing mono green effectively anyways. I've been over this before. I think I've been talking about this recently a lot, just about Valakut, like, especially if you're green, which is really the only thing I think you're ever doing Valakut, is if your deck is also green. So green, red, X, in my opinion, is really the only way to get this to do something. I don't think you're ever playing Valakut outside of a non-green deck. So it is nice to have a ton of ways to find it, to make it actually a thing. And then the one commander that we played that, what does it do? It's like half a Primeval Titan or something. Like, you cast it, it's a 6-mana card, you just get a land from your deck into play. It happens to also be a green commander. So, but if that was a mono red commander, I guess you could play a mono red Valakut deck. I wish I knew the name of it. It's a multicolored card. Ah, there it is. Yes. So it just finds Valakut, which I think I came to the conclusion this is probably one of the better Valakut commanders because it always has Valakut, right? Just like Golos. If you could you imagine we had Golos still? Oh gee. Oh boy, I'm talking about EDH obviously. If I had Golos, I wish I had Golos still. It's not fair. Anyways, back to this format. So the one like definitive one that I'm a huge fan of happens to be green anyways. But if it was red, you could probably try that one. You'd probably struggle a little to get a bunch of mountains fast, but still. But yeah, because you're green and you're mono green, you need some kind of green source, but you don't need a lot. You don't need a lot at all. I could probably go down to 2. There were a few games where I wish I had an untapped green source turn 1 because of some kind of green 1-drop, but it did not impede me enough to make me feel like I wanted more untapped green sources for essentially just specifically turn 1. Beyond that turn, like, what you need to have is a first green source. You need that, right? Like, look at all the colors and like, I need at least the first green source. But Into the North doesn't find you green because you need it green to cast it in the first place. So you need the first green source, and then the rest of them can really just be red. This fixes that too. I guess Yevamaya actually does fix it. I did not run Rofellos. I don't think you should run Rofellos. I mean, the forest count is egregiously low. You could high roll with it, but it is double green to cast, and I survive very easily on just one green source, and can find the second one 10 years later. All you really need is the first one to get going, but if you, I guess, really swear by Rofellos in all of your green decks, even if they're not mono green, you could probably, I was thinking about this as well, shave, like, I don't know the right mountain count. I've tried it time and time again. I'd have to look at all the lists that I've played with Valakut in them, but I was saying at some point, is it reasonable to have games where you've just just played a naked Valakut? It's just butt naked, you put it in play, and then you're just playing mountains, and then you get there, you're just doing it without doing something like Parmesan or Titan. I don't know. I'd have to pay more attention to when that happens, but it doesn't feel like it happens that much. And because of that, you could probably shave some mountains and add slightly more green sources. But again, I didn't feel like I was in the need to do that. Something to think about, though. But all you really need is the right amount of mountains, and then the rest get there. You do need more than 5, so you can have this online and also actually kill your opponent after it's online. But I don't really know the right mountain count. Some would probably argue 11's not enough. Some people would be like, more. And there's someone out there would probably say less, and I'm sitting here saying I'm not 100% on it, but 11's where I landed on with just the basics. Because once you have mountains, right, like, not all the mountains you find, or, well, actually, a lot of them are actually basics. But not every mountain you play is a basic. So, if Rampant Growth on turn, like, 8 or something, or, I don't know, a wild scenario, let's say turn 5, you already have the Valakut going. This is now just a Lightning Bolt on top of being a Rampant Growth. It has to find a basic mountain, though. Can't find a non-basic. So, You need some amount, and you need it online in games, ideally, where you don't just grab it with Archdruid's Charm or something. And so I'm not sure, right? Just making this win outside of Scapeshift is very significant, is kind of what I'm trying to say here. Especially when we're not playing that commander I was just looking at that just finds it every single game. This does not find it every single game. But it is really cool to have that option. It's a really nice win condition. This is probably one of my favorite cards they've put in the game recently. It's super honest. It's not busted. It asks quite a bit from the person who plays it. And then sometimes it actually doesn't win the game. You know, sometimes you still lose with it. Although that is a little hard to happen, especially if your opponent's like not dealing with what's going on. This could just get there. Even against, say, like a blue-white control deck, it could kind of get there on its own if you play this funny draw-go game and there's no solution. Same with this. It's kind of one of the main reasons I'm playing this, is just to have this annoying thing to deal with against decks that really struggle with this just doing it once a turn. Not many decks exist like that, but they do exist. We've played them, where just you're playing some control thing, and they do this over and over, and you just eventually run out of answers to the funny 2/2s. Also, this does work very well with fetch lands, although that didn't happen too much. Earthbending fetch lands is nice, because you reanimate the fetch land, and you get the fetch land trigger, so you get the land back, right? It's just ramping you. It's a very violent ramp situation to have Earthbend with fetch lands. Violently ramping is the name of the format, so that is nice, but it didn't come up too much. You're already ramping anyways. It's not super crucial that you do that, but sometimes it's cool. That's kind of why Toph was in here to begin with, and I didn't actually end up having that work out. Actually, I don't even know if I ever saw this card played. I don't think I got this in play. I don't think I did. The only time I've seen this is actually just land destruction spam. Maybe I'll do that one day. I don't know. But this was huge. Every time I cast this card, I was super satisfied with it. Both sides are excellent. I did not realize at one point that it was a Sylvan Scrying. I thought it was just a basic. This just finds Valakut, or I guess the other half of Dark Depths Thespian stage that you might need. So I like this a lot. I'm glad we have that now. This is an excellent card. I think it will probably go in a lot of decks. Both sides are solid. The double red for a lightning bolt is kind of a lot in this format. Like, if that's all you've done in the game so far, and all it can do that early most of the time is kill NRLs or whatever, it doesn't feel that great. But there are, like, spots where VV could just not realize you're about to Vibrance it. And then you just, boom, Vibrance. And it's extremely satisfying to cast as a 5-mana card, because you get both. You get a lightning bolt and you get the thing. And, you know, it's an elemental. So if it dies with your commander, boom, lightning bolt. Another lightning bolt. But, yeah. So those are some cool things. I like what this is doing. It's hard to have a 7-mana thing be extremely impactful. It's just hard. Its Holly immediately does something, right? This doesn't, and that is huge. You could full stop replace this with Atali in your command zone. It would probably change your matchups in your bracket, so maybe don't do that. I did actually see a lot of interesting things today, which makes me want to play this more. Games were not inherently all decided by turn 3, although, to be fair, there were a lot of games that were still decided by turn 3. It does, I would say, with a high degree of confidence, now feel like officially, quote-unquote, a turn 3 format, which, yes, I think this format is effectively more or less faster than Modern and stuff. Even, actually, you know what? Legacy games, I've noticed, have been going on way longer than turn 3. But this format, to me, has felt a lot like a turn 3 format now. Maybe the game isn't over immediately because both players aren't scooping, but something had happened that was so impactful in those turns that the other person can't ever reasonably do anything to come back into the game, right? They just, like, left you with exploration, or maybe something more tame, like Lanorel's being left alone is for too long is maybe just too much, right? Which is, you know, is every format has to have a trajectory in some form of meta-defining cards, and that's what this left column is the meta. Half of the meta is defined by this left column, effectively, in the entirety of Historic Brawl, and that's just, this is what it is. But yeah, that's cool. I took out Lightning Bolt because interaction to me was like not as good as simply ignoring my opponent and casting more ramp spells. So that's what I did instead. And I didn't start with defense, but I noticed that it would probably just be good in a lot of games where I felt like I was losing. Right? I feel like this could have actually turned those losing games around for me, and that would have been significant. Actually, this is something that's funny with this. It can win a lot with Godo, because you just like play it, and then next turn all you need is a land, and then boom, 5 mana or something, a mana source, and then you just can do the thing, right? Like it's actually just lights out, and no one's going to ever expect you to do that, and no one's going to be prepared for the Godo to show up. That is to say, people would have to not concede to you popping a Defense of the Heart, because usually when you do that, you win anyways. There's probably like 1 or 2 times I've done that and didn't then immediately win, but it is funny that you do straight up win with that. But I mean, even if this wasn't in there, I don't have to play giant funny Eldrazi. I can just play out like Luma Prime Time with this, and I'm super satisfied with that. And for fetch lands, I kind of like the fetch land count. You could go up a few more. Honestly, the big crime I did was play Evolving Wilds instead of the OG Terramorphic Expanse, so I will correct that now. Should play that one instead. As is tradition. I didn't actually notice that till just now. I refuse to accept. Yeah, there he is. Yeah, wait, do I have a good art for that? Keep the gloopy gloppy one. It don't matter, but there you go. You should always play that one first if you're a true Magic player. But you could play slightly more. I felt like Titania was not doing anything every time I played it, so could play more fetch lands to circumvent that. Also, fetch lands are just good with this. They're good. The more you play, the more appealing stuff like Crucible of Worlds looks as well. And honestly, even at some point, maybe Azusa. Could put that in here. Although, I've been kind of iffy about Azusa. I did have a lot of lands, though. And I almost wanted more than 44. I honestly, even like 47. I think my Omnath on paper is like 47 lands. But it's EDH, obviously a different format. But yeah, this felt like a little lackluster. I even kind of struggled to just reanimate a land, which I think was just coincidence, because most of the time you should expect to at least get a land when it enters. I just happened to not. One of those times I made a mistake and didn't crack it in response, but the other times, like, I don't think I ever reanimated a land with this, which is a little weird. If that is a thing that's happening, then either you fix that or don't play this. And I didn't fix it, so I probably shouldn't play it, but it makes elementals, I suppose. But it is what it is. But yeah, so I like this. I like it. It's cool. It's cool to have like your commander complement the deck and not be the thing that you're just really trying to get into play every game. You're just doing something else that could matter a lot. It's cool to have a baked-in win condition like Valakut. So, all right. Enough rambling. Let me know what you thought about it. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching. Is it not worth it for a sack land? What do you mean? Not worth it for a sack land? I don't know what part of the conversation I was having with myself that would apply to. Evolving Wilds? I just took it out? I don't know what you're referring to. Game state has advanced too far, I know. I now no longer understand. Oh, right. I could just put Evolving Wilds in as well if I wanted, I guess. Take care? Don't you tell me what to do. I'll be as reckless as I want. Care is for the weak. We're out here playing Reckless Impulse. Actually, we could. Oh, right. We were playing Reckless Impulse, and I never took it out. I don't think I like Escape the Wilds. I don't think I ever like Reckless Impulse, to be fair. Actually, what about Valakut? It is a land. It's kind of... Nah, it's not really doing the same thing. But it's like, shows up earlier and can just get rid of dead cards and give you not dead ones. I don't know. I just don't like this. This feels way too slow for this format. Okay, yeah. Alright, I'm going to run Valakut. I was also talking about playing more lands, and technically this is a land on top of not necessarily replacing a land in my deck. Oh, I just took out defense. In shambles. In shambles.